Have you ever wondered what it takes to live your golden years with vibrant health, financial freedom, and unshakable joy? Imagine waking up each day in your 60s, feeling strong, independent, and full of purpose, free from the fear of relying on others or falling for scams that could drain your savings. In this video, we unlock the secrets to aging gracefully, tailored for Americans who want to thrive, not just survive, in their later years. Stay with us until the end, because these life-changing insights could transform your future, ensuring you live with dignity, vitality, and deep connections. We'll reveal practical tips to maintain your physical health, like simple exercises that keep you active without needing a gym membership. You'll learn how to safeguard your finances, protecting your hard-earned savings, potentially thousands of dollars, from clever scams targeting seniors. Discover why a positive mindset is your best medicine, reducing stress and adding years to your life. We'll explore how lifelong relationships, like Emma's with her spouse, offer unmatched emotional fulfillment, and why hobbies, from gardening to blogging, keep your spirit youthful. Plus, find out how learning new skills, like using a smartphone for daily tasks, ensures you stay confident in a fast-changing world. Don't miss a single moment. This video is packed with actionable advice to make your later years your best yet. Watch until the end to uncover all 8 keys to a fulfilling, independent life, and comment below to share your journey. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Prioritize physical health. Taking care of your physical health is, without a doubt, one of the most important and life-changing commitments you can make as you move into your 60s and beyond. From my own experience and from what I've seen in others, I truly believe that good health is the foundation for not just living longer, but living a fuller, more vibrant life, one filled with independence, confidence, and the freedom to enjoy every day on your terms. It's heartbreaking to watch people around us slowly lose their mobility or become dependent on others for basic tasks that used to be effortless. That's why prioritizing your physical health is so essential. It's about preserving your ability to move, to do what you love, and to be the person you want to be for yourself and your loved ones. The amazing thing is, you don't have to be a gym fanatic or a fitness guru to achieve this. The simplest things can have the biggest impact. For example, I've seen firsthand how daily walks can transform someone's life. Just putting one foot in front of the other, breathing fresh air, feeling the sun on your skin, it's a gentle way to keep your muscles strong and your heart healthy. And gardening, gardening is such a beautiful form of exercise. Kneeling in the dirt, planting seeds, nurturing life, it's both physical and soulful nourishment. These small acts build endurance and strength in a way that's sustainable and joyful. Eating well goes hand in hand with movement. I've come to appreciate how a balanced diet rich in colorful fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins fuels the body and mind. It's more than just calories. It's about giving your body the tools it needs to repair, to fight inflammation, and to keep your energy steady throughout the day. When you nourish yourself properly, everyday tasks, like cooking a meal for yourself or lending a hand to your kids, feel less like chores and more like acts of love. There's a deep satisfaction in knowing that you can take care of yourself and those around you without hesitation or struggle. That independence is priceless. It's the difference between feeling trapped by your body and feeling free to embrace life's moments fully. From the quiet mornings preparing breakfast to the afternoons spent helping your grandchildren with their homework or playing in the yard, good physical health lets you show up fully and meaningfully. On a personal note, I've witnessed how staying active and eating well have not only improved my physical strength, but also lifted my spirit. It's a profound reminder that we owe it to ourselves to invest time and energy into our well-being, not just for the years ahead, but for the quality of every single day. It's never too late to start, and every step counts. Remember, your body is your most loyal companion through life's journey. Cherish it, listen to it, and honor it with kindness. 2. Cultivate a positive mindset. As we journey through life, especially into our later years, the way we choose to see the world and ourselves becomes more important than ever. I have come to realize that cultivating a positive mindset is not just a passing suggestion. It is a vital lifeline that sustains our mental, emotional, and even physical well-being. Life is full of unexpected twists, challenges, and moments that test our patience and resilience. At times, it's easy to feel weighed down by worries about health, finances, or relationships. We might find ourselves dwelling on past regrets or fearing an uncertain future. Yet, despite these struggles, there is a profound power in the simple act of choosing joy. This choice, while it might seem small or even trivial at times, can ripple through our entire being, lifting the heaviness and renewing our spirit. In my own experience, focusing on the present moment has been transformative. When we stop chasing what was or anxiously anticipating what might be, we gift ourselves the freedom to fully inhabit the here and now. I remember waking up one morning, overwhelmed by a flood of worries, only to pause and notice the soft morning light filtering through the curtains, the gentle hum of birds outside, and the comforting aroma of freshly brewed coffee. In that instant, my heart shifted. Those small, often overlooked details reminded me that life still holds beauty and peace, even amid uncertainty. This practice of mindful appreciation, the conscious decision to find goodness in everyday moments, has been a steady balm for my soul. Letting go of anger, bitterness, and resentment is another crucial piece of cultivating positivity, though it can be one of the hardest. I've seen how holding on to past hurts can act like invisible chains, binding us to pain and preventing healing. It takes courage and compassion to forgive, not only others but ourselves, and to release the heavy burdens that no longer serve us. This process is deeply personal and sometimes painful, but the liberation that follows is priceless. It opens a space in our hearts for gratitude, compassion, and joy to flourish. Joy, after all, is often found in the small, seemingly ordinary moments we tend to overlook. A home-cooked meal, for example, is not merely food. It can be an expression of love, tradition, and comfort. The sizzle of vegetables in the pan, the fragrant herbs, the warmth of a meal shared with loved ones. These experiences nourish more than just the body. I think of the times I've savored a simple homemade dish and felt a surge of contentment that no extravagant feast could match. Similarly, moments of connection, holding hands, sharing a smile, hearing a favorite song, or watching a sunset, these simple gifts anchor us in joy and remind us of life's richness. Science confirms what our hearts know intuitively. A positive outlook can reduce the harmful effects of stress, strengthen our immune system, and even add precious years to our lifespan. But beyond the biology, cultivating positivity nurtures our soul. It transforms how we face challenges, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth and resilience. It invites us to celebrate progress, no matter how small, and to find hope when circumstances feel bleak. Of course, embracing positivity doesn't mean ignoring the realities of life or pretending that pain doesn't exist. It's not about forcing ourselves to be cheerful all the time or denying difficult emotions. Rather, it's about choosing to find light amidst darkness, to nurture hope when despair threatens, and to hold gently to the knowledge that every day offers moments worth cherishing. It's about honoring ourselves with kindness, giving ourselves permission to rest, heal, and rediscover what brings us peace. If you ever find your spirit clouded by negativity or fatigue, I encourage you to pause and seek out those small sparks of joy. Whether it's the smell of fresh flowers, the laughter of a grandchild, the feel of soft fabric against your skin, or the comfort of a good book, allow yourself to embrace these moments fully. They are the threads that weave a life rich with meaning and happiness. By cultivating a positive mindset, you are not only enhancing your well-being but also inspiring those around you to see the world through a lens of hope and love. This practice is a gentle, daily commitment to yourself, a promise that no matter what life brings, you will choose to greet each day with an open heart and a hopeful spirit. 3. Stay financially independent. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. As we journey through life, one of the most vital aspects of aging well and with grace is maintaining financial independence. This independence is not merely about having a comfortable cushion of savings or a steady pension to cover bills. It represents something much deeper. It symbolizes your freedom, your self-respect, and your ability to live life on your terms without fear or hesitation. I've come to realize that financial independence is the foundation upon which dignity stands, especially in our later years when many face the harsh reality of relying on others. To me, nothing is more heartbreaking than witnessing someone lose that sense of autonomy because they feel forced to depend on their children or loved ones for support. That feeling of being a burden can quietly chip away at the soul and the relationships that once felt so solid and unconditional. Having your savings and pension is a lifeline that gives you the power to make choices about your life rather than having those choices made for you. It means you can decide where you want to live, how you want to spend your days, and who you invite into your world, all without the uncomfortable weight of owing favors or feeling beholden to anyone. I believe that this sense of control brings a profound peace of mind. It lifts the heavy anxiety that so many experience when money worries cloud their thoughts. When you know that you have planned and prepared well, you carry yourself differently. There's a quiet confidence in your step, a gentle assurance in your voice, and a radiant glow of contentment in your eyes. Owning a home is often the cornerstone of this financial independence, and it means so much more than just having a physical address. Your home is your sanctuary, a sacred space where your memories breathe, where your personality shines through every corner, and where you can truly be yourself without compromise. I've seen how having a home of one's own helps preserve not just physical security but emotional well-being. When you own your home, you don't have to worry about asking permission to rearrange the furniture, decide your routine, or face the uncertainty of where you might have to move if circumstances change. That kind of stability is invaluable. It's a fortress of independence in a world that sometimes feels as if it's rushing by too fast. What touches me most about financial independence is the way it preserves and strengthens family relationships. When older adults don't have to rely on their children for financial support or housing, it removes a source of tension and unspoken obligation. Instead of feeling like a burden, they can show up as the loving parent or grandparent they've always been, free to offer wisdom, companionship, and joy, rather than needing help or charity. The ability to stand on your own financially allows the love within a family to flourish naturally, without the complications that money can so often bring. I believe that working toward financial independence is one of the most compassionate acts you can do, not only for yourself but for those you love. It's a way of saying, I respect myself enough to prepare for my future, and I respect you enough not to ask for more than you can give. It's about taking ownership of your story, even in the face of life's uncertainties, and walking into each new day with courage and pride. This path requires planning, discipline, and sometimes sacrifices, but the rewards are immeasurable. Peace of mind, dignity, and the priceless freedom to live your golden years on your beautiful terms. 4. Be vigilant against scams. As we age, one of the most precious things we carry isn't just our memories or wisdom, but the financial security we have painstakingly built over a lifetime. Whether it's money saved for medical bills, a comfortable retirement, or a legacy for loved ones, this nest egg represents years, sometimes decades, of sacrifice, hard work, and careful planning. But in a world filled with deceitful people and clever scams, protecting these savings has become more critical than ever. It breaks my heart to think about the countless seniors who have been tricked, manipulated, and robbed, not just of their money, but of their peace of mind and trust in others. Scammers know exactly how to prey on our hopes and fears. They craft offers that sound so genuine and caring, like free health screenings or miracle cures for common ailments. To anyone who's worried about their health or looking for affordable solutions, these offers can seem like blessings. But behind the smiles and promises are sophisticated traps designed to lure you in, get your personal information, and drain your wallet. These aren't just scams. They're violations of the deep trust that seniors, with their kindness and experience, naturally extend to others. I remember hearing about a dear elderly woman who received a call about a free hearing test. When the technician arrived at her home, he pressured her into buying an expensive hearing aid that she didn't need, knowing full well it was overpriced and unnecessary. Stories like hers are far too common, and yet they are preventable. By staying vigilant, questioning unexpected offers, and seeking second opinions, we can protect ourselves from falling into these traps. Financial scams targeting seniors come in many forms. Fake charities asking for donations, phishing emails pretending to be from government agencies, fraudulent investment opportunities promising guaranteed returns, and even threats of legal action or arrest if payments aren't made immediately. The sheer variety can feel overwhelming. But here's the truth. No legitimate organization or government agency will ever demand immediate payment over the phone or threaten you with arrest without prior official communication. If something feels rushed or too aggressive, that's a red flag. Education is your best defense. Take time to learn about the most common scams targeting seniors today. Many community centers, libraries, and government websites offer free resources specifically designed to help older adults recognize and avoid scams. Talk openly with your family and friends about any suspicious offers you receive. They can provide perspective, advice, and sometimes a much-needed reality check. Never feel embarrassed or ashamed to ask for help. Remember, these fraudsters are experts at manipulation, and no one is immune. Another crucial piece of advice is to never give out personal information, like your social security number, bank account details, or credit card numbers, unless you are sure about who you are dealing with. Even if someone sounds convincing or seems official, it's okay to hang up, verify their identity independently, and take your time before making any decisions. Scammers count on rushing you to make mistakes. If you suspect you or someone you love has been targeted by a scam, report it immediately to the proper authorities. Whether that's your local police department, the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, or your state's Consumer Protection Office. Acting quickly can sometimes prevent further damage and help authorities catch these criminals before they hurt others. Above all, I want you to remember this. Your financial security is not just about money. It's about your dignity, your freedom, and your right to live your later years with peace and confidence. Being cautious, asking questions, and protecting yourself from scams is an act of courage and self-respect. You have earned every penny of your savings, and you deserve to enjoy them without fear. Please take care of yourself by staying informed and alert. Protect not only your bank account but also your heart and mind. The world may have its dangers, but with knowledge, support, and vigilance, you can keep those dangers at bay and live with the calm assurance that you are guarding your hard-earned legacy. 5. Nurture long-term relationships. There is a unique and irreplaceable kind of beauty and fulfillment that comes from nurturing lifelong partnerships, like the one Emma shares with her spouse, that stretches far beyond the fleeting excitement or novelty that can accompany relationships formed later in life. These enduring bonds are the product of decades of shared history, woven together by countless moments of joy, hardship, growth, and sometimes pain. They are not simply relationships. They are living, breathing stories, full of depth and richness, written day by day through acts of patience, understanding, and unwavering commitment. When I think about Emma and her spouse, I see more than just two people living side by side. I see a profound emotional sanctuary built from a foundation of trust that has been carefully laid brick by brick, year after year. I imagine the countless mornings they woke up beside each other, sometimes feeling elated, other times weary or even frustrated, yet always choosing to face the day together. This choice, repeated over decades, is what transforms a partnership from something ordinary into something sacred and life-affirming. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. What strikes me most about these long-term relationships is the incredible emotional fulfillment they provide. It's a kind of fulfillment that you don't find in the excitement of a new romance or the surface-level thrill of companionship. Instead, It's the quiet, steady joy of knowing someone so intimately that their presence alone can calm your anxieties or bring a smile to your face on the darkest days. It's the unspoken language of glances and gestures, the shared memories that bring tears and laughter in equal measure, and the deep pride that comes from building a life together. A life full of shared dreams, hard-won victories, and even losses. In my own experience and reflection, I have come to realize that such long-lasting partnerships offer a uniquely profound source of support. When life inevitably throws curveballs, whether it's health challenges, losses, or the everyday stresses that come with aging, having a partner who has walked alongside you through it all is invaluable. There is comfort in the knowledge that, no matter what happens, you are not facing it alone. This support is not just physical, but deeply emotional. The quiet presence during sleepless nights, the reassuring touch when words fail, the willingness to simply listen without judgment. Emma's relationship is a powerful example of how these bonds evolve and deepen with time. There is an extraordinary resilience in long-term partnerships that late-life unions often lack because they have not had the time to develop such a profound sense of understanding and acceptance. The struggles they have faced together, the sacrifices they have made, and the joy they have shared create a connection that withstands the test of time and hardship. But it's not just resilience that makes these relationships so special. It's also the acceptance. Real love, as Emma knows well, is not about perfection. It is about embracing each other's flaws, imperfections, and vulnerabilities with kindness and compassion. It's about knowing the parts of your partner that the world may never see, the fears and dreams whispered only in the quiet of night, and choosing to love them anyway. This acceptance creates a safe harbor where both partners can be their truest selves without fear of rejection or abandonment. For many older adults, nurturing these long-term relationships becomes a source of immense pride and joy. It's a celebration of all they have built together, and a reminder of the deep human need for connection and belonging that lasts throughout life. There is an undeniable dignity in growing old with someone who has been there through every chapter of your story, someone who has loved you through your best and worst selves. I find this aspect of lifelong partnerships incredibly moving. In a world often obsessed with youth, novelty, and instant gratification, the patient, steady love that Emma and her spouse share feels like a beacon of hope. It reminds me that the greatest treasures in life are often not found in grand gestures or dramatic moments, but in the quiet dedication to showing up for each other day after day. Moreover, these relationships add profound meaning to the later years of life. They offer not only companionship, but a deep sense of purpose and continuity. In the twilight years, when many things may feel uncertain or fleeting, the comfort of a loving partner who has shared your journey becomes a lifeline, a reason to keep moving forward with hope and grace. Watching Emma's story unfold is a testament to the incredible power of long-term love. It challenges us to appreciate and nurture the relationships we have, to invest time and heart into the people who have stood by us, and to recognize that true intimacy is a gift cultivated over time, through patience, forgiveness, and endless care. So, if there is one lesson I hope we can take from this, it is this: never underestimate the value of nurturing long-term relationships. They are not just a part of our past. They are the living thread that weaves meaning, comfort, and joy into our present and future. They deserve our attention, our gratitude, and our commitment, because in them lies the true essence of a life well lived. 6. Embrace lifelong learning. Growing older often brings with it a mix of emotions: wisdom, nostalgia, sometimes uncertainty, and a longing to stay connected with the ever-evolving world around us. One of the most vital and transformative choices we can make as we move through our 60s and beyond is to wholeheartedly embrace the idea of lifelong learning. This isn't just about acquiring knowledge for the sake of it. It's about nurturing our minds, sustaining our independence, and fostering a sense of confidence and purpose that lights up our days. In today's fast-paced digital age, staying curious and actively learning practical skills, like how to use a smartphone to manage online banking or schedule medical appointments, is more than just a convenience. It's a gateway to freedom. Imagine the relief and pride you feel when you no longer need to rely on someone else to pay your bills or remind you of important dates. Those small acts of self-sufficiency can profoundly impact your sense of dignity and control over your own life. I've witnessed many older adults express frustration or fear around technology. Fear of making mistakes, breaking something, or simply not understanding the jargon that floods every screen. But here's the truth. Learning is a process, not a race. Each tap, swipe, and click is a step forward, and every question asked is a doorway to mastery. The journey may feel daunting at first, but with patience and persistence, those initial anxieties give way to a remarkable sense of achievement. From a personal standpoint, embracing lifelong learning is also an emotional balm against feelings of isolation and irrelevance. When you continue to grow your skills and expand your horizons, you're sending a powerful message to yourself: I am valuable. I am capable. I am still evolving. This mindset fuels mental agility, keeping the brain active and resilient, which is so important as we age. It also creates opportunities for social connection. Whether it's joining an online book club, video chatting with family members far away, or even discovering new hobbies through tutorials and apps. Beyond just technology, lifelong learning can include everything from picking up a new language, exploring creative arts, to understanding current events in deeper ways. It's about feeding your soul with knowledge and experiences that keep your spirit vibrant and alive. Every time you challenge yourself to learn something new, you fight against the creeping feeling of stagnation and instead invite vitality and excitement back into your life. Moreover, learning new skills often brings unexpected joy and renewal. There's a special kind of magic when you realize you can navigate the online world with confidence, or when you master a new app that simplifies your day-to-day tasks. It's like opening a window to fresh air and sunlight, breaking through any walls of doubt or frustration. For many, these moments spark a newfound independence and pride that ripple through all aspects of life, enhancing relationships, boosting self-esteem, and even inspiring others around you. If you ever feel overwhelmed by the rapid pace of change or worried that it's too late to learn, remember this. Your mind is capable of incredible growth at any age. The key is to approach learning with kindness toward yourself, patience, and a sense of curiosity. Celebrate every small victory, whether it's sending your first email, setting up a virtual doctor's appointment, or paying a bill online without help. These accomplishments are milestones that build momentum and transform your experience of aging into one of empowerment. So, I encourage you to embrace this journey of lifelong learning not just as a practical necessity, but as a deeply rewarding act of self-care and love. Keep your curiosity alive, welcome challenges as opportunities, and remember that each new skill mastered is a step toward a richer, more independent, and joyful life. Because no matter what age you are, your capacity to grow, adapt, and thrive is limitless, and that is a truly beautiful thing. 7. Pursue hobbies for vitality. As the years pass, it becomes more and more important, almost essential, to find ways to keep our minds lively and our spirits bright. One of the most beautiful and effective ways to do this is by embracing hobbies, those special activities that feed our creativity, soothe our souls, and bring joy to our everyday lives. Whether it's the delicate art of painting, the peaceful patience of fishing by a quiet stream, or the modern connection found through blogging and sharing your thoughts with the world, hobbies offer far more than simple entertainment. They become a vital part of our emotional and mental well-being, a powerful shield against loneliness and isolation, and a natural boost to both mind and body health. In my own life and in the lives of many older adults I've known, I have witnessed how hobbies can transform a routine existence into one filled with purpose and delight. Engaging in something you love stirs something deep inside, a light that reminds you that life still holds endless possibilities and that your journey is far from over. These moments are precious. They invite us to lose ourselves in creativity and connection, to rediscover passions we may have shelved for years, or to explore new interests that awaken parts of us we never knew existed. Take, for example, the timeless story of Benjamin Franklin. Often remembered as one of America's founding fathers, Franklin was also a man who never stopped marveling at the world around him. His playful experiments with soap bubbles may seem whimsical, but they represent a powerful mindset, that of curiosity and joy in discovery that lasts a lifetime. Franklin's youthful enthusiasm for such simple pleasures was a secret to keeping his mind sharp and his spirit resilient, even in his later years. His example shows us that no matter our age, it's the willingness to explore, to play, and to learn that keeps us vibrant. Or think about Robert Smith, who found his passion in gaming. In a society that often stereotypes older adults as disengaged from technology or resistant to new trends, Robert's story is a breath of fresh air. His enthusiasm for gaming is not just about entertainment. It's about community, mental stimulation, and joy. Through gaming, Robert connects with others, sharpens his strategic thinking, and experiences the thrill of accomplishment, all things that contribute to his overall well-being and sense of belonging. His story is a reminder that hobbies can break down barriers, challenge stereotypes, and bring unexpected happiness. Beyond these famous examples, countless personal stories illustrate the healing and invigorating power of hobbies. I recall a close friend who, after losing her spouse, found solace in writing poetry. Through her words, she processed grief, celebrated memories, and rebuilt her sense of self. The act of putting her emotions onto paper gave her a new purpose and a renewed passion for life. Another neighbor found joy and calm in gardening. Tending to plants, watching flowers bloom, and nurturing life from the soil became a daily meditation and a source of accomplishment that lifted her spirits during difficult times. These hobbies aren't mere pastimes. They are lifelines. They remind us that even when facing the challenges of aging, whether it's physical limitations, moments of loneliness, or the shifting rhythms of life, we still hold the power to create joy, find meaning, and connect deeply with ourselves and others. There's something profoundly comforting and empowering in knowing that no matter what life throws our way, we can always return to these passions. Hobbies ground us in the present moment, provide a sense of control and accomplishment, and offer a creative outlet for emotions that might otherwise weigh us down. They spark curiosity, encourage learning, and even help maintain cognitive function by challenging the brain in fresh ways. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. If you've ever felt stuck or isolated, I encourage you to embrace or rediscover a hobby. Maybe it's time to pick up that paintbrush that's been gathering dust, to plan a quiet fishing trip, or to start a blog where you share your life stories and wisdom. Or perhaps it's something entirely new, learning to play an instrument, trying your hand at photography, or even joining a local crafting group. Whatever it is, these activities are gifts to yourself, affirmations that your life still pulses with creativity, learning, and connection. On a deeper emotional level, pursuing hobbies is an act of self-love. It tells the world, and more importantly, yourself, that your happiness matters. It says, I deserve to feel joy, to be curious, to connect, and to grow. And that mindset, one of valuing your well-being and growth, is a cornerstone for healthy aging. So don't underestimate the power of hobbies. They are more than just things to do. They are the threads that weave vitality, joy, and meaning into the tapestry of our lives. Through them, we find friendship, purpose, and an enduring zest for life that can carry us through even the toughest days. Embrace your passions wholeheartedly, and watch how they breathe new life into your days, sharpen your mind, and keep your spirit forever young. 8. Maintain a broad, open heart. As we journey through the ever-changing seasons of life, one of the most profound and transformative practices we can embrace is maintaining a broad, open heart. This is not merely a sentimental idea. It is a vital lifeline that sustains our spirit through the highs and lows, the joys and sorrows, the hopes and disappointments that life inevitably brings. I speak from experience and from observing countless others who have walked this path. Bitterness is one of the most insidious emotions that can quietly take root within us. It acts like a shadow, slowly creeping in and dimming the light of our joy, clouding our vision, and weighing down our souls. Bitterness often arises when life doesn't go the way we hoped, when people hurt us, or when circumstances beyond our control rob us of what we cherish. It's understandable. Pain and frustration are natural human responses. Yet, holding on to bitterness is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to suffer. It harms us far more deeply than anyone else. The irony is cruel but clear. In clinging to bitterness, we imprison ourselves, trapped behind walls built of anger, regret, and unmet expectations. But there is another way, an alternative that, while challenging, offers profound freedom and peace. It is the choice to embrace life's imperfections with calm acceptance and a generous heart. This does not mean that we pretend pain does not exist or that we bury our feelings under a veneer of false positivity. Instead, it means acknowledging the full spectrum of our experiences, the pain and the joy, the loss and the love, without allowing any one feeling to dominate and consume us. It means learning to hold these contradictions with grace, much like a river embraces both the turbulent rapids and the gentle pools along its course. In my own life, I have found that when I cultivate a heart that is broad and open, I unlock a capacity for contentment that is not dependent on circumstances. A heart free from envy and complaints becomes a sanctuary, a place of refuge amid life's storms. It is where I can rest without judgment or resistance, where I can look at the imperfections of myself and others with compassion rather than criticism. This contentment is not complacency. It is a profound recognition that while we cannot always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. What moves me most deeply is how this acceptance transforms the way we experience each day. Suddenly, ordinary moments become extraordinary gifts. The simple act of waking up to a new dawn, feeling the warmth of sunlight on my skin, hearing the laughter of a loved one, or even the quiet hum of life around me, all these become blessings to be treasured rather than taken for granted. This perspective shifts our focus from scarcity to abundance, from longing to gratitude. Yet, maintaining such an open heart requires continual effort and courage. There are days when old wounds resurface unexpectedly, when memories sting sharply, and when bitterness threatens to close the doors we have worked so hard to open. I won't pretend these moments are easy to endure. I have felt the heavy weight of sorrow and the bitter sting of disappointment many times. But I have also learned that these moments are an invitation to practice forgiveness, to practice letting go, and to practice loving ourselves even in our brokenness. Choosing an open heart is, in essence, a radical act of resilience. It is a declaration that no matter what life throws at us, we will not harden or close off. Instead, we will soften, we will heal, and we will continue to grow. It is this openness that allows us to connect deeply with others, to offer kindness and empathy, and to create communities of support and understanding. For me, maintaining a broad, open heart has been one of the greatest sources of peace and strength. It reminds me daily that life's imperfections do not diminish its beauty. In fact, they often enhance it. It teaches me that true happiness is not found in perfection, wealth, or status, but in the simple acceptance of what is, coupled with the courage to keep loving and living fully. No matter where you are in your life's journey, no matter your age or your circumstances, I truly believe that nurturing this kind of heart is one of the most precious gifts you can offer yourself. It is a wellspring of peace, joy, and connection that sustains us, nourishes us, and ultimately allows us to savor the miracle of each day as the priceless gift it truly is. Thank you so much for taking the time to reflect with me on the importance of maintaining a broad, open heart. I hope these thoughts have touched you in a meaningful way and inspired you to embrace life's imperfections with calm acceptance and a peaceful spirit. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What is one powerful lesson you've learned so far from this message? And how do you plan to bring it into your daily life to create more peace and joy? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your story might just inspire someone else on their journey. If you found value in this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more heartfelt insights and inspiration. Your support means the world and helps us continue creating content that uplifts and empowers. Thank you again for being here, and I look forward to reading your wonderful comments.